Welcome back to the Hawkeye Garage. I'm Joe. Yes, I know the shirt and the farmer's tan. It is so hot in Iowa right now, and I literally just killed my fan trying to get it going to start making this video. Anyway, I have a giant box here for the 4Runner, and I'm super excited to show you guys what's inside. Stay tuned. Anyway, this is something that I've been wanting for the 4Runner since we got it. Kind of unnecessary-ish, not super cheap-ish, but I'm not gonna lie, I've already installed it because I was test fitting stuff. But anyway, let's put it back in the box, do an unboxing, and show you guys exactly what it is. It is a Coverlay dash cover. This is ABS plastic, textured plastic, and it is going to go over the cracked dash on the 4th gen. Before we put it back in, let's talk a little bit about this and about the dash situation. Now, any of you 4th gen owners know that the cracked dash situation is a real thing on the 4th gens. Before you guys start hammering away at the keyboard talking about extended warranty and customer care and stuff, hold on. Toyota knew this was a problem, and basically they issued, it wasn't a recall, it was an extended warranty. And they would replace it free of charge up until 3 months before I bought this. When I bought it, the guy gave me a stack of paperwork, all kinds of records and stuff. It had the letter in there from Toyota. I called 2 or 3 Toyota dealerships. I called Toyota directly, like their customer care, and they would not go past. They would not do it. One of the dealers knew that it was an issue, and what they basically offered to do was sell me the dash at cost, which was about $600, because it's not just like a cap, like it's actually got structure underneath it. It's a huge part of the physical dash itself, like the whole unit. The cover is encapsulated into that, and then charge me the labor, which was like another $600, so it was like between $1,000 and $1,200 or whatever to do it, because it was an 8-hour job, which I 100% believe it's an 8-hour job. So you can either get like the old school J.C. Whitney style carpet dash covers, or you can get this Coverlay ABS plastic dash cap that I saw as soon as we bought this, but they used to be like $200, $250. It's considerably less now. You can buy them all over the place. I got this one from eBay. I got the black color. They make a bunch of different colors, light gray, dark gray. All of the 4th gen dashes are black, every single one of them. And I even talked to some people on the message boards asking, did you get the dark charcoal gray? Did you get the black? Because I know sometimes when we think something is black, manufacturers call it like dark charcoal. Anyway, one of the guys I talked to said he had the same question when he got his, called Coverlay directly, and they said you need to get the black one to have the original color finish match. So, let's go ahead. I'm gonna back this out, and there's a bunch of ambient noise because it's nighttime now and people are out and there's bugs, but we're gonna have to deal with that. I want to show you guys how it goes into place and kind of what the next steps are versus what I'm gonna do versus what Coverlay says you should do for the install. Oh, but one thing real quick, before you start doing any of that, you're gonna need to clean the dash, and you're gonna need to clean the inside of the dash cover before you even start setting it into place. Well, you may as well. Anyway, stool almost just fell over. Coverlay says you need to use an ammonia-based glass cleaner, which we all know what that is, and all of us car guys have had the ammonia-based cleaners trained out of our systems and out of our arsenal, so you may need to go into the house and steal some of that. Before we go outside and throw that dash in, since it's dusk now, I wanted to show you guys this inside. This is the airbag cap. It's a separate piece for the Coverlay. This is not just standard ABS plastic. I mean, it is and it isn't. The texture on the front of it I've tried doing this off camera, trying different focus methods, but it's just really not going to capture it. Anyway, other than the fact that this is hard and that factory dash is kind of spongy, the texture pattern and the feel is 99.9% exactly the same. I am so happy with this. When I put it in, Mrs. HSW kind of freaked out because it looks so stinking good. And compared to the other dash parts that aren't covered, like around your gauges, once I give everything a real good interior cleaning to get any residual hand oils or dirt or treatment products off of it, and then do everything in one protectant, it's gonna match 100%. I'm so happy with this. And the plastic's not real brittle. Everything that I've read with people who have done this, everyone recommends it. I've not really, no, I haven't seen anything negative about it, so I was pretty confident going into it, and I'm even more confident now that I've test fitted it, and now I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna do my best to show you guys how to do this. Coverlay actually has a really good video specifically to 4th gens on YouTube about the entire process of installation. It's very good, highly recommend it, but I wanted to give you guys kind of my opinion on this as well. So I've got the whole dash here, and it is literally that easy. That's all there is to it. I did find right here in this corner, kind of have to push that down to pinch it in there, and the same on the other side. And then around the up on top, just make sure that's pushed all the way back, and over on the gauges, make sure that top lip is really tucked in there. Coverlay sends you a tube of silicone adhesive, and it shows you how to do all that. Basically, you put a bead around the entire dash on the outside of it, and then this cover here. And then they recommend you tape it down with some masking tape to get everything snug, and to use some sort of sandbags to put over it and let it sit for 8 hours. This thing fits so good. I've had it in here for a day or two. I'm trying to let the heat kind of help form it to the dash, because I didn't know how long it's been stored, you know, if it's been sitting and bowing. I'm not real keen on the whole gluing it in place. I don't know. That's like a big commitment for something like this, and I'm weird like that. So I think I'm gonna run it without for a while, but what I am going to do is try to use some of this. This is actually double-sided sticky tape. It's clear, it's very thin. Okay, well, so that tape did not work. It wasn't thick enough. There's too much of a gap in between, but that actually kind of worked out better because, yes, so because there was too much gap in the molding, and maybe it's made that way specifically so the silicone has some place to take up, there was enough room for me to use 3M double-sided tape. There is 4 pieces on the corners of this, and you can see how flush and nice that sits. And then for the time being, I put just 3 corners here because I didn't know if it was gonna stick. Man, that focus is trying hard. So I didn't want to waste a whole 12 inches of 3M tape, so I just put 3 spots here, and so far I think it's holding. So if it continues to hold and this all continues to work out, I'll probably pop this off and then lay like maybe 2 or 3 bigger pieces. So the heat and cold, apparently the expansion and contraction of this is not a big deal, and I think that's partially why they use silicone. Yeah, right now I'm going to start driving it and see if it squeaks anywhere, see if it's rubbing and squeaking, because it's not 100% glued into place. But if it's good to go, I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, Coverlay does a really good video on the entire proper installation of that. Go check that out, and I will keep you up to date on my thoughts on it, how it's holding up, and how my install, layout works. I am going to get some protectant laid out on top of that dash before it sits out in the sun a whole bunch. I use Chemical Guy's Natural Shine, gives a real nice matte finish protectant, not sticky, not greasy. So I'll give that a wipe off with some kind of a really mild interior cleaner, and then put the protectant down before it sits in the sun. Anyway, yeah, so excited. I distinctly remember when we first got that, Mrs. HSW asked me, so is there anything that you're disappointed with this car now that you have it? It was like a week in. And literally the only thing that I had to say was I was a little disappointed that the dash was cracked. So now it's fixed, and they're supposed to hold up really well. Hopefully they do. Anyway, if you haven't already, follow the links down below over to Instagram and Facebook, posting a whole bunch over there all the time, interacting with you all across the world, it seems like, which is awesome. Give the video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber, hit the little bell for the notifications so you'll see when I upload a video every Sunday, and comments, questions down below, or shoot me an email, hawkeyeskunkworks@gmail.com. Until next time, I'm gonna go have a cold beverage. Take care. Goodbye.